not alone in any of this. So yeah, and look, the lover's on the bottom. Remember, the first thing we saw was the devil. And those feel like opposite cards to me, you know? It had the devil appear the same way with the two people, and they were chained. It's like, you're free now. It's like, you know better. And yeah, it's always been your choice, it's always been in your hands. Wow, that's crazy. Because the devil card was 15, right? And I told you it was 6. And this card is also 6. Like, it's literally 6, straight up. And I've never noticed that before. So yeah, that also makes me feel like, you know, whatever, whoever was messing up, that you understood, that you received it, and that everything's right now. And this just feels like a shift has been made. Like, this is the energy we're in now, the opposite energy versus where we started. It's like, it's time. This is beautiful. You got this, and just remember, you always got this. And that will never change. All you have to do is continue to check in with yourself, and you just have to, yeah, just trust yourself to do everything you need to do. And yeah, like, I don't know, there's no words for this energy that I'm feeling right now, but it just feels good. It feels like a hug. It feels like gratitude. It feels like, I don't know, like, it makes me just want to, like, and just kind of just be held by it, by the energy. It's like, that's really dope. And yeah, that's what they're all back there doing, man. I'm telling you, like, yeah. And I don't think I have to convince you. I feel like you believe me and you feel it, and that you probably already felt it, you know. But yeah, it's beautiful. And yeah, that's it. Oh, damn. I was about to say that's it for me, but this also feels like, yeah, my work here is done. The rest is on you. And look, I'm being drawn to the infinity tattoo. I feel like that's the first time I noticed it today. But yeah, this is it. I did my part. They did their part, and all that's left for you to do is put your crown on and take your sword. And it's like, you know what's up. Trust yourself. Trust your knowings. Trust the support that's here, and trust your connection to it all, honestly. And yeah, and I'm being drawn to the jewels in the crown. I've never even noticed those before, but look, the same kind of colors as a couple of the cards earlier. We got the red for the fire, we got white for air, we got blue for water, and we got, yeah, green for earth. It's all there. It's like, that's also that continues to be the message that you have everything you need, and that, yeah, all the elements and everything that is made, that makes up everything that you could come across, is here with you and wants to work with you, you know? It's like the scariest thing you could think of all comes down to the same elements. It all comes down to the same source that is working with you, that wants to work with you, that runs through your body. So it's like, how could you fear any of it? Why would you be afraid of something that is made of the very things that are assisting you and doing everything that you want to do? That is running through your body, that is running through your essence and your being. There's no difference. So it's like, you're not afraid of yourself, so you shouldn't be afraid of any of this stuff. Oneness is the ultimate truth. And it's like, what's at you, your support is everything. Like, the things you're supported by is literally everything. Everything. The hardest things you could think of, the biggest arch villain in your story, your arch nemesis, the person who did the most traumatic thing to you ever. Like, it's all it's all in support of where you're going. And I know that sounds crazy, you know, because a lot of people have experienced so traumatic things, you know, things that are damn near unspeakable to some people and all that. But it's like, not even but on the other side of that, it's like, all these experiences have molded you into exactly who you are, into the perfect being that you are. And in every experience that you've had, especially the terrible ones, opened your heart and molded your heart and allowed you to experience a deeper love than most people can imagine. It allowed you to care for things in a deeper way than anybody can imagine. It put that fire in your heart to to fight for the causes that you care about. It allows you to relate to other people who are currently experiencing the traumas that you survived and healed from and continue to heal from and choose to heal from. And it allows you to relate to those people. It allows you to meet them where they're at, because you can know all these things, but it's hard to believe somebody who, when you feel like they have never been in your shoes, you know. I can come and tell you all these things, but if for some reason you feel like, you know, I've never actually gone through anything, I've never actually had to actually practice any of this stuff, how much are you really going to believe it, you know? Because it's going to just feel like, you know, I read a bunch of things or I learned a bunch of things, I just came and started talking to y'all, you know. But it's like I haven't actually had to see what that really looks like. So it's like, it's the same thing. So it's like, the fact that you've experienced a lot of these things, that you know what that looks like, and you've healed, and you know what that healing process looks like and what it continues to look like, and the fact that you can still create a life for yourself despite all the things you've been through, that's going to help you reach someone, even if it's just one person. You know, it may not be tens of millions of people, it might just be one person, but who knows what that one person goes on to go do. And even if they go on to do nothing and it was really literally just all for one person, you made the world a better place. Because oneness is the truth. Whether you save one person, help one person, or help a million people, you're doing very, very divine work. And it's like everything you've been through becomes your tools. It becomes your potions. It becomes your magic. And if you're truly passionate about these causes, and you truly care about these causes, and if you truly like who you are and who you've become through all this, then you have to love everything you've been through, especially the worst stuff. And it's like, I know it's traumatic, and you know, and it's easy to, you know, want to never forget. You know, it's like never forget, always hold space for this thing. But it's like no one's asking you to forget, but you don't have to treat it as like this super dark corner of yourself. You know, you can integrate it and love it and shine light on it and understand that it made you exactly who you are. And it allows you to connect to people who need you. It allows you to connect to the people who haven't made it through those things yet. But you just being able to be like, yo, I've been there, and be able to share that common ground with them is so, so powerful. So I'm grateful for everything you've been through. I'm grateful for the worst things you've been through. And because I understand that, I understand where it goes, and I understand where it leads, and I understand how it impacts the world, and how it will impact you, and how it will, those very wounds will become the foundation in which everything you've ever dreamed of for yourself gets to be experienced. So yeah, if you're not at that point yet of acceptance and yeah, of acceptance and understanding, then that's okay. I'll definitely continue to hold space, um, yeah, for it, and understand that you'll get there eventually. And yeah, so just don't be hard on yourself. And yeah, like I said, understand that everything is perfect, and all you have to do now is put your crown on and take your sword and continue to lead by example. Continue to create your life as you feel called to create it, and just keep following your heart and understand that it leads you to everywhere, and that everything else comes right behind that, and will continue to come right behind that. So yeah, that's it for me, y'all. This this was perfect. This was really, really perfect, and I feel like it's the perfect punctuation to Scorpio season and this Monday Night Magic series that we've been on. And yeah, I feel like it's the perfect culmination of what these last few weeks have been and this journey up until this point. And I feel like it's just time. It's time as we go into what, Sagittarius. Yeah, it's time to go into that fire energy. And wow, like look, literally, now I'm thinking back to the Four of Swords with the red handle on the sword, and then that became the Five of Swords, where it also had the red handle on the sword. And now we're going into, which was fire energy for us then, now we're going into a fire sign in Sagittarius, and we're in a Sagittarius year as far as it being a 9 year. Yeah, and it just feels like it's time. It's time to blaze ahead, and what's next is everything, you know. And it may not just, you know, just come in all at once. It may just be that first step or that first opportunity that leads to everything else, you know, that puts you on the track to go there. But yeah, that's what feels like is next. It feels like we did some very important work, and we worked through a lot of shadows. We navigated a lot of energy. We met ourselves at different perspectives. We hung out with past versions of ourselves at times. We held space for what's to come. We held space for what's been and everything. And it just feels like this is it. These are the final things to keep in mind, to remember as things change, and to not lose track of them as things change, and as our manifestations come in, as our blessings come in, as these experiences come in, to not lose sight of what they were born from. They were born out of your darkness. So don't become too attached to the light that comes and everything that comes, that you forget that, yeah, the darkness is okay too, and that the depth in which you navigated the darkness is in direct correlation to the amount of light that you're experiencing. So when if a day comes, things get real good and amazing from here, and then the day comes where it's like a moment happens, you start to feel like a little less than good. Do not fall into all these, into the things you've outgrown. The bad habits, the coping mechanisms, the feeling like, oh man, what's wrong? Am I messing up? Or I'm messing it up? I need to go, you know, force a bunch of things so I can continue to sustain this. Like all the things that didn't even, all the things that aren't even where all this came from. Like force is not what brought all these blessings. So force is not going to be what keeps it. Worry and overthinking and overextending yourself and sacrificing yourself is not where these blessings came from. So they're not going to be what keeps it. So it just feels like it's important to remember that and not forget it, because things are going to get really good. Things are going to get really amazing. But remember that they're just a product of the work you've done and who you are. So, yeah, you're not at the mercy of doing anything to keep it other than continuing to show up authentically, continuing to hold space for yourself, continuing to treat everything as that deep, because it is. Um, and that's it. Enjoy the ride, enjoy the unfoldment, and don't make it so serious. Allow it to be beautiful, because it is. So, that's all. Just remember that stuff, and hell yeah, I'm excited for you. Like I feel like it gets so good from here, and this honestly feels like a season finale. Like it honestly feels like yeah, we'll be back here on Monday. I'll be back here on Monday for sure. I don't know. Maybe your life will change so much that Monday magic goes out the window, which is fine, because I feel like if you're doing any job good enough, if you're doing any true teaching, as a true teacher, you understand that at some point, if you're teaching the right way, the student's not going to need you anymore. Like if you're teaching someone to need you forever, you're not a true teacher. Like, um, yeah, that's a whole side note and soliloquy. But yeah, so I'll be here on Monday, but it definitely still feels like a season finale. Like it feels like an end of something for sure. Much more than just like Scorpio season, the end of Monday Night Magic or anything like that. It just feels like, yeah, when we come back, it's gonna be so different. Hell yeah, Dream. I appreciate that. Your words are so kind. Thank you. But yeah, I'm just being honest, y'all. Just being honest and expressing the energy and expressing what I feel, and trusting that, yeah, that's what it is. So yeah, I definitely want to kick it with y'all and sit in this energy all day, because it feels nice. It really does. But yeah, gotta allow integration to happen, and continue to experience just the blessings in life and being present and all that stuff, that happens outside of here, that makes these moments that much more impactful, because it's like all the proof and the experiences and things. It's like, oh man, I can't wait to get back there on Monday and to share this energy, that has been building and all that. So yeah, but I love y'all, and you're welcome, Haley. Make sure, yeah, make sure y'all do all the things, man. Keep up with me, follow, subscribe, share, depending on where you found me. And yeah, if anybody else needs any private readings or personal readings, there's a booking form in my link tree. Um, yeah, and that's the link tree is also where you can find all of the links to the rest of my world and different dimensions of me, my music, um, articles about things I've done, community projects that I'm still looking to do NFTs, like all type of stuff. There's all type of stuff. So yeah, definitely check that stuff out, and yeah, feel free to share what you guys have going on, what you guys are working on. Um, yeah, depending on where you find me, like I said, if it's YouTube, definitely take advantage of the community tab, because I'm invested in you all just as much as you are invested in me. Understand that I definitely don't expect y'all to just sit here and listen to me all the time. I'm definitely curious as to what things are showing up for you all, and what your experiences are like, and the reality of what your experiences are like versus, the energy I feel and the things that come through here. But also, I'm definitely curious to know what that actually looks like, what the boots on ground for that energy is like. So yeah, just keep up with me, and I'm here and ready to keep up with y'all. So follow me on Instagram if you're on Instagram, at 5D Just Too Easy. TikTok is KK Not Again. Um, but yeah, all that stuff is in my link tree, honestly. So hey, any and everything, whatever y'all feel called to, definitely check it out. But yeah, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see y'all soon. Enjoy the rest of the Scorpio season, and take scope of what's going on right now, man. Recommit to all these things that you're giving your energy to. And if you can't recommit to it right now, then you might have outgrown it. So make sure everything that you're giving your time to and your energy to matches who you are and matches where you're going, because history is history, and you don't owe anybody or anything, continued space in your life just because it's been there this whole time. Like, it still has to be in alignment, and there still has to be resonance there. So yeah, that's my biggest closing thing to say. But yeah, y'all got anything else? Yeah, I think they said they're good. Well, all right, let me get out of here, y'all. I'm getting all silly, but I love y'all so much, and I'll see y'all soon. And have fun living, enjoy life, yo. Like, really, really enjoy it and be present with it. And yeah, I'm out of here. Bye. I love y'all.